we have Doug Schaak, who started the Evergreen Curling Club in 2002. How this has to be a pretty momentous event for you then.
I grew up curling in North Dakota in the 70s, moved away from North Dakota, have missed it for many years, started the club in 2002. We always wanted to do this, and 11 years later we finally got it done.
So when you started the club, how many members did you have?
First year we had 44 members, and we kind of grew from there.
How many do you have now?
I think we currently have 116. I think we'll probably have 125 by the end of the day, if not more.
So how much money did you have to raise to be able to build a dedicated facility?
I think we were in the neighborhood of $400,000. I think we needed about $280 or $290. We got to $400, kind of with a little bit of a wiggle room, but between $300,000 and $400,000.
So $400K for three. You got three lanes.
3 dedicated sheets. Yeah.
Wow.
And a nice little warm room.
That has a bar. I noticed that some of the people who were involved in the ceremony here were.
That's part of the curling culture, that you share a drink after the game, before, and sometimes even during.
Well, so now you got your dedicated facility. What's the goal for the club, playing-wise, performance-wise?
Well, we want to have good full leagues. We want to continue to grow so that we have a stable club. We want to send out competitive teams. I'll be curling in the men's Mopac Playdown in 2 weeks to represent the club nationally and do well in national events.
Okay, so now are you the top curler in the program, or who's your top curler?
I think curlers would be hesitant to say that, but I think there are some competitive teams. There are 3 or 4 teams that tend to go out and compete, and I'm on one of those teams.
Okay, so you don't have Magic Johnson yet in the club, or you're not willing to say who that is?
Yeah, the Magic Johnsons of the club probably don't call themselves Magic Johnsons of the club. So I can point to a few that I would tell you are probably in that category.
All right, Bruce Irvin, how hard was it to raise the money to build a dedicated facility?
Well, it was difficult, but the key thing was that we had to make a commitment that we were going to do this, that we could tell people with a straight face that we were really honest to goodness going to build a curling rink in Oregon. And once we made that commitment and we said we're going to do it in 1 year, then people decided that we were something to be taken seriously, and they put up money for it, as long as we could really make that commitment that we were going to do it quickly and get it done.
So, and when did the whole project start?
We did our kickoff fundraising in spring of 2011. So March of 2011, we had a big fundraising meeting for our membership. And by the end of that night, we'd raised $100,000, and we added that to the $60,000 that we had saved in savings from the club over a period of 10 years. And that's how we got our start.
So we're talking about 18, 19, 20 months?
Yeah, about 18 months, yeah.
Wow. Well, you must feel pretty proud then, being able to have an opening ceremony for it.
Yeah, proud and excited, anticipating all the things that are going to happen next. Just extremely excited. We hope to see kids out here learning to get really good and maybe someday competing for national or world championships.
All right, how long is that going to take? When is Oregon going to go battle Wisconsin for a national championship?
I'd say it could happen within 10 years. We need to get kids who are about 10 years old involved now and get them trained with good coaching, and I think they'll be there within 10 years.
All right, it's important that we beat Wisconsin, because we can beat them on a football field. Now we need to beat them on the ice.
That's right. I'm from Wisconsin, but I would love to see Oregon beating them in every sport possible at this point.